Hey guys, back again with another review, and this time it's of Bruce Almighty from 2003, which was directed by Tom Shadyac, who I recently watched Nutty Professor, which he also directed, and it stars Jim Carrey, Jennifer Aniston, Morgan Freeman, Steve Carell, Catherine Bell, Nora Dunn, Eddie Jemison, and so forth. Basically, the movie starts out with Bruce Nolan, and Bruce Nolan is a down on your luck reporter. He ends up doing all the weird stuff like being in really rainy weather, and all he wants to be is an anchorman. And you just sit there and you're like, this is Jim Carrey being over the top as usual as the reporter. But he doesn't want to be that. He wants to be a news anchor and be respected. He gets more and more frustrated because he just ain't getting that. He's got a girlfriend who's played by Grace Connolly, who's played by Jennifer Aniston, who's very supportive. She loves him. She's great in the role. We also meet Bruce's rival, Evan Baxter, played by Steve Carell, who does an awesome job, and you really feel for the bloke because they're rivals in the workplace. It's nothing personal, but for Bruce it feels personal because he's always chosen over him. So he gets really angry about it and he wants that spot. So he gets really frustrated one day and he ends up blaming it on God and saying, why don't you help me? He ends up in a crash. Well, he ends up getting these messages on his pager to call this number. So he goes home and he tries to smash it by finding outside, but it still works. So he ends up calling the number and going to a building. He goes to a white building where he meets God, who's played by Morgan Freeman. Now, Morgan Freeman's very relaxed in the role. He's got that comedic side, but he's also got that serious side. Morgan Freeman was perfect for the role of this movie. Also, he was great. He was dead on the role. So he says to Bruce, I'm going to go on holiday. I'm going to give you my powers and you can see what you can do. But you can't change free will. So as Bruce goes out, he has a ball of a time finding out, but oh, look what I can do. There's a great scene where he parts the soup. Yeah, like the Red Sea. Parts the soup. And it's like, in like a diner. It's a great scene and it's a lot of fun. But as things go along, he finds out that it's not so fun. Answering prayers. There's always more and more prayers. So he can't just finish them. And he finds that his life gets more and more difficult. While relationships he has with people start deteriorating and he needs to change and do other things. And this is a really good family comedy movie. I enjoyed the humour. I thought it had great comedy timing. I loved everything that happened in the movie. I found the movie to be extremely fun. Being directed by Tom Shadyac, who also did Nutty Professor, Ace Ventura, Pet Detective, Liar Liar, I can see where the comedy is because the comedy is very similar in all the movies, in the movies he directed at the time, at those periods. And it's a great family comedy that everybody will enjoy. There's that slight adult humour as well as humour that kids will understand. Jennifer Aniston's performance is really good. She really plays the role of his girlfriend really well. You got Morgan Freeman, who I said is relaxed and really enjoys his role as God. Jim Carrey's great as Bruce Nolan, and you really believe he's down on his luck. The movie has a great ending, and it has a really good story. Jim Carrey plays Bruce Nolan really well in the fact that he plays his usual characters, but he takes the tone down slightly, and I think that works really well with this. Sometimes it goes back up again, and you see it, and other times it goes back down again. I really enjoyed his character. So overall, I'll give it a 3 out of 5. It's a lot of fun, highly enjoyable, and it's just a great family movie. I'd recommend it to everybody to watch. If you haven't, or if you have, let me know down below, and let me know what your thoughts of it. So as always, guys, thanks for watching. Take care, and have a lovely day.